everyone, my name is Onam Gupta and you're watching India.com Z Media. So today I have with me very charming Karan Tacker. Hi Karan, how are you?
Very good, how are you?
I'm good. So I want to know, when was that first moment for you when you decided, that I want to become an actor?
God, I have no memory of it. I'll be very honest. It was such a long time back that I think I've lost memory of the first time I wanted to be an actor. But I'll tell you what, the first time that I really started enjoying what I do for a profession was not very far off. It was very recently. When I started filming for Special Ops, and I could really kind of like get my hands on a script that I could really kind of sink my teeth into and work with a maker like Neeraj Pandey. I feel like that's when I found my love for acting all over again. So yes, I think that's the one that I remember.
Okay, so you are fit and you are here to talk about fitness, health, lifestyle. So I want to know that, do you really feel healthy from inside?
Of course I do, and I take a lot of effort to kind of do that. And it's not about the fact that I exercise every day, but I eat a lot of good food. I eat great, clean, home-cooked food. More than anything else, I feel like I balance my life out, and I feel like that's what keeps me healthy, because it's very important to also be happy. So things that make you happy when you're eating them, I feel that's really important. I don't think twice before indulging into a chocolate cake, or let's say right now we're in Delhi, and how do you come to Delhi and not have pani puri? So we're in this lovely restaurant, but I still they had pani puri on the menu, so I was like, Delhi nahi aaya, pani puri khana banta hai. So I feel like kind of doing things that make you happy like that is truly what keeps you healthy. And for me, I've always said this. Being healthy really stands on a whole lot of things other than just exercising and eating right. It's also about the kind of life that you're living, the interpersonal relationships that you have with people. I feel like I have a great sort of equation with some of my friends, my family. I'm really invested in all my relationships with all of them. So I feel like that kind of interpersonal happiness is truly what keeps me healthy. Because, if you're not healthy here, your body is never going to follow it, right? So that's something that I always believe in.
Okay, so do you have any fancy diet that you follow that we all can follow?
I mean, I don't really have a fancy diet. It totally depends on what kind of character that I'm doing. So my exercising, my eating habits totally get decided by the character that I'm playing. When I'm not, I'm just eating regular home cooked food. अब मैं पंजाबी हूँ, तो मुझे लगता है पंजाबी खाना वैसे बड़ा अच्छा होता है. तेल में तो नहीं होता, जैसे मेरे घर में खाना घी में बनता है. And I feel just ghee is a better fat to kind of consume than तेल. But yeah, I'm always eating home cooked, normal, regular food, because I feel एक तो लोगों ने ना डाइट और फिटनेस को इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड बना दिया है, जबकि वो इतना है नहीं. बड़ा सिंपल है. तला हुआ मत खाओ, ज़्यादा मीठा मत खाओ. And pretty much anything in moderation, I feel like does a great job. Truly, like I say, यार, मैं तो घर का खाना खाता हूँ, and I feel like that helps me the most. And it's done great for me in all of these years, and I feel like that's the best way to be. I have one logic to diet, which is very simple, कि जो हम बचपन से खाते आ रहे हैं, हमारे शरीर को वही आता है डाइजेस्ट करना, और ये फैक्ट है. Suddenly going into like grilled vegetables and grilled chicken and like trying to follow a Mediterranean or a Western diet, which our guts are not really used to digesting, is, I feel, where some gut problems come in. And like they say, any problem starts with your stomach. So I feel I'm the most comfortable eating normal Indian food, which I've been eating since I was a child. I eat a lot of dry fruits, I eat a lot of good fats, I am addicted to ghee. So things on those lines, I feel like if you're okay with them, you should do it. Don't listen to me. Just follow whatever works for your body.
Okay. So coming back to your profession, I want to know, do you remember your first audition?
I tested for an Indian TV show which was running at that time, Kyunki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi. And they were replacing, I remember, a character back then, like a really big character, and they were testing boys for it, and I was not an actor at that time. I used to run a store in the area that I live in, which is in Andheri in Lokhandwala. Either way. And someone just came as road testing. Like, they used to have these auditions back in the day. They used to like just find people from the streets and do these streets auditions. So they tested me for that show. That's actually how I started the whole idea of becoming an actor. Before that, I used to run a business with my father.
Okay. And your first rejection?
My first rejection? In terms of acting?
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't remember actually, because there are so many rejections that you go through as an actor, and there's so many auditions that you don't make it for, that it would be very hard to remember it, because if you say in the last 14 years, I must have dabbled with what, 6 to 9 projects. So technically, it's only those 9 auditions that work out beautifully. Rest of them you pretty much don't get, or you don't do those. So I wouldn't remember my rejections. Yeah, but it's heartbreaking every time. It's always heartbreaking. It's not easy, but you get used to it.
In one of your interviews, you just said that it's not, easy to survive in this industry. You need to be thick-skinned.
Right.
Similarly, Priyanka Chopra also said that how she was not happy the kind of work she was getting in Bollywood. So, is it true? Like, is the industry too brutal? Like,
but it's not the industry stuff. See, this profession is really hard.
Yeah.
For a simple reason that everyone comes here to either be the hero or the heroine, right? Or at least so I'd assume. And finding a break to kind of do that as an outsider, because technically this industry doesn't really have a structure.
Okay.
It's not like a job where you apply with a
Right.
certain education that you have, and you hold a resume, and there's a structure to the job, and there's a structure to the hierarchy, that if you do well, you have incentives. If you do better, you get promoted, and there is like a graduation to kind of do that. In this industry, it doesn't really work like that. It's very haphazard. There's so many different variables that it takes to kind of get that one casting right. So it's not just talent, it's not just looks, it's not just luck. I feel like it's a combination of a whole lot of things. So because of that, it becomes very difficult to kind of bag a job. And I came from a space to say that that's what makes it really tough. That there's just that many roles, and in India, if you think about it, there's a quantum of public that wants to either be cricketers, that wants to be actors. So there's so many actors that
Now
come into
social media
Bombay,
influencers.
and now because of social media coming in, which is great, more power to everyone who wants to be creators, and they're doing so good at it. I have some really close friends who are amazing at content creation. So I just feel like there's just that many jobs now to get the one that you desire is really hard. So you have to be ready for rejection. You have to be ready to kind of really work very hard because this industry takes everything that you've got.
you started off your journey on television. Now you're successfully rising on OTT as well. So I want to know that was it easy to shed off that television image of a television actor and prove your versatility on a different platform?
100% is very hard, yeah. I had to take a step back from television for almost 6 odd years. That I didn't work as an actor. I was hosting, but I didn't act on television because there is a certain perception of an actor from television that the industry has. And to kind of let people forget that, you have to take a step back from acting from TV, which I don't think is the most ideal or fair on an actor. But, well, what are you going to do? That's the nature of the job. So yes, it did take me a while to kind of have the kind of filmmakers that I want to work with, to have them take notice of me. But yeah, I feel like, I don't want to sound pompous, but I just feel like all of that is in the past. I feel like life's quite good right now. I'm doing a whole lot of work that I'm really enjoying. So I feel like, if you work hard enough in this industry, it really pays you back like handsomely.
Fans asked me a number of questions for you on Twitter. So we'll play a small game, and these are all their questions.
Yeah.
So first question is your favorite actor.
My favorite actor?
You have to say this.
No, it's not that I'm shy to say this. Actually, in times of today, you don't really have one favorite actor because genres have opened up so much that you enjoy performances of different people. But I love Cillian Murphy.
Bollywood actor.
Oh, Bollywood actor. I like what Ranbir Kapoor does a lot. Ranbir Kapoor.
Ranbir Kapoor. Okay. So have you ever bitched about your co-star?
Of course. How do you get through a day?
Okay.
No, it's all in good spirit,
yeah.
It's all in good spirit.
Okay. So are you self-obsessed?
I feel I'm self-invested. I feel obsessed is just really a very negative connotation, but I'm quite invested in myself.
Okay.
Yes.
So do trolls on internet bother you?
Depends on what state of mind I'm in. If I'm going through a great time in life, all's upswing. Then you just laugh it off. But sometimes, of course, I'm human at the end of the day. When you're not in the best place in your life, it could be personally, professionally, and as actors, our lives are so public that of course it bothers you.
Okay. So last question: when are you getting married?
When am I getting married? ढूंढो को दिल्ली से लड़की. मैं तो दिल्ली आता ही इसलिए हूँ.
Okay. ढूंढ गया तो फिर पक्का ना
पक्का
शादी done. Okay. So thank you so much, Karan.
Thank you.
For joining with us.